everybody. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to Pointless Sports Opinions, the LA edition. Because good old LeBron James made his decision finally.
Something happened.
On day one.
Yeah, he finally did it on day one.
Day one. Well, I'm Chase. That's Caleb. We got good old LA homebound Luke Baker behind the camera. He's smiling ear to ear. He's so happy.
Yeah,
He's
how do you think we got all this?
I love LA.
All this LA stuff.
Yep, this is all Luke.
That's all Luke's.
If you guys haven't done it already, we got a lot of social media you can follow. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PSO Sports 1. Pointless Sports Opinions on YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. Go on there, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Man.
Just
do what
you guys been doing.
Help us out.
Doing a great job. Hey, I guess some big stuff happened.
So some stuff happened.
The biggest free agent decision of all time.
Where do you want to start here?
I don't know.
There's a lot to unpack.
There's so much stuff.
There's a lot to unpack. And I think my favorite part about the whole thing is that LeBron and Lance Stevenson are now on the same team.
They got a goon squad going right there. LeBron, JaVale.
They're on the same team.
And Lance.
I think there's probably not a person in the league that LeBron hates more than Lance Stevenson, and now he's on the same team.
Yeah, dude, he signed right after him, too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's like, hell yeah, I'm going to L.A.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually left the Pacers because it seemed like his superpowers are only unlocked when he's on the Pacers.
Dude, I don't know. Lance isn't even any better than JR. He's just role player 2.0.
Yeah, he's a clown. I don't even know how much he'll play, but...
He played 82 games last season. I was looking it up. 82 games last season, but the 3 seasons before that, he only played 6 games in each of those seasons. He's been in and out of the league. I don't know if
What?
Yeah.
Lance Stevenson?
6 games each season.
No, that's not right.
That is right. Look it up. Look it up right now.
Not 3 seasons, no.
Okay, 2 seasons.
Because he was bouncing around. He might have played 6 games with like 3 different teams.
Then he played 12 games and then 6 games the next year.
I think your stats are off there.
False. I'm looking it up right now. Keep talking.
Because he went from the Pacers to the Hornets, and then they released him, I think, and then the Clippers. I'm not trying to talk about Lance Stevenson this whole time. I'm really not.
This is the Lance Stevenson show, is it not?
LeBron, 4 years, 100. How much was it? 158,
54.
154 million. The third year's a player or the fourth year's a player option. And another part of it is I think that the contract is like a big FU to Dan Gilbert.
Oh, yeah.
Because LeBron going to the Cavs never committed to more than a 1+1 deal.
This is a 4-year deal, dude.
Well, it's a 3-year deal plus 1.
Yeah.
So he's given the Lakers 3 years minimum.
That's insane.
To do
That's
stuff.
Absolutely insane.
So he's got more confidence in the Lakers to be competent than he ever did Dan Gilbert. Which, I mean, I don't know. I just think that's one final FU to Dan Gilbert, I think,
honestly,
from LeBron.
I think that's the craziest thing is that in today's day and age, like if you're a top 3, top 4 NBA player, you're signing 1-year, 2-year deals.
It is getting kind of crazy. Like,
that's what everybody's doing.
Everybody's really short term because I don't
even KD with Golden State in their dynasty, he's signing
2-year deal. Yeah, 1+1.
1+1. That's what everybody's doing.
Yeah,
but LeBron signed a 4-year deal with 3 years minimum. That's insane.
Yeah. He's going to end his career there. He's got confidence that they can bring guys in, and I don't think, as much as it was last time, I don't even think it was all about basketball this time. I think he wants to be in LA. He wants his kids to play in LA.
Oh yeah, this is definitely he's settling.
He wants to live there all year. And
he did it on day one. It seems like he didn't even think about it.
They said it was done Saturday night. Yeah. They said that's when the deal was done, and there wasn't much consideration other than that. Because I've heard that they didn't have a relationship. LeBron and Magic or LeBron and Rob Pelinka, but they met. They obviously knew each other, in passing, because LeBron's LeBron and, you meet the best players in the league. But they met. They gave him space, is what I heard.
Yeah. And
I think LeBron just has confidence in those guys. And I don't, like I said before, I don't think it was relied on them getting Kawhi, obviously, because they haven't gotten Kawhi yet. And I don't think it's a done deal at all.
Paul George is gone. He's off the table.
That's another thing I want to talk about. Paul George.
Thank you, Paul George, for just ruining the rest of your career.
Should we give Paul George an IQ test to see if he is able to live on his own?
If anything, this helps Russell Westbrook more than anything. Because now he's going to make the playoffs still and stuff. But
listen, they're running it back. They just signed Nerlens Noel like minutes ago. So they're running it back. It's the same team. They're running it back. They lost in the first round to a team with the who their best player is. Well, I guess their best player is Rudy Gobert, but their best scorer was a rookie, and they lost to that team. Donovan Mitchell put it on them.
How wasn't it? Was it a 5-game or 6-game?
It was. I don't remember.
It was short.
Yeah.
Shorter than it should have been.
Yeah, and
just like every other Russell
like at the
Westbrook
beginning of the
series.
season, people were like, "Oh, the OK3." Like,
I was excited for them.
I wonder how good they could be, and I was like, I don't know if they're better than the Rockets, and they weren't better than a lot of people last year.
They weren't better than the Jazz.
They play up to their competition, and then they play down to their competition.
And now the West just got stronger with LeBron James on there. Like, LeBron James can single-handedly take down OKC.
Every active MVP winner in the league is in the West.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
So, like, LeBron, Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, all those guys, they're all in the West. There's not one in the East. And I think there's like 2 guys, my cousin was texting me about this last night. There's like 2 guys in the East that have made first-team All-NBA in their whole career, I think.
Really?
And one's D. Wade.
Yeah.
And the other one, the other one is
Giannis?
Joakim Noah.
Joakim?
Oh, well, yeah, and Giannis.
Giannis, yeah.
No.
Giannis?
Did Giannis make it this year?
I think he was...
He was second team, right?
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, and I don't fact check me on that because
what
I didn't
team
check
is
on
he
that.
on now?
He's on the Knicks still.
Oh, he's still
Yeah.
scraping away that contract?
Yeah, he's one of those little dang situations where they don't even let him in the facility. They're so disgusted to look at him. But yeah, PG, I don't know what you're doing.
Why?
Think about this. Paul George and LeBron together. That right there is like one of the best defensive duos
Hands down.
in the last 10 years, 20 years.
And Paul George is coming off an amazing season. We don't look at how good of a season Paul George had last year because he was with OKC and they sucked.
Yeah, they did awesome. Yeah, they did awesome. Or he did awesome.
What's the improvement that OKC's making this year?
That's what I just said. They're running it back.
It's the same thing. Like, the only improvement, they didn't add anybody. I mean, they added Nerlens. Nobody of significance.
He's not even going to start.
He's not doing anything.
Doesn't...
No, he's Steven Adams 2.0 off the bench.
They signed Jeremy Grant back.
Yeah.
They're going to get Roberson back, which is going to help them a lot. But I don't know. I don't know what their ceiling is with Russ.
Like the only
they're good.
Like, the only thought of improvement out of this team is that
they just have to get better, which is
maybe
hard.
they blended or they'll blend more together because they've played a year together. But even then, you guys lost in the first round. You didn't lose in the conference semis or the conference finals. Like, there's nothing to go off of this team. Why would Paul George re-sign with them? It had to be a money grab.
I think he likes Russ, honestly.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
I think he likes Russ.
Russ is going to be...
on the flip side of that, kudos to OKC, man.
Dude, yeah, definitely. That's a huge
thing. They didn't give up any picks or anything, but they gave away Oladipo, who's an All-NBA caliber guy now, and Sabonis, who's, a solid piece now. And they got Paul George on a gamble, on what could be a rental, and they got him back. They bet on themselves.
When it was guaranteed he was going to LA.
Yeah, everybody thought it was. Yeah. They bet on themselves. They bet on their culture. They bet on Russ. And they did it, man. And he signed back, and I think that's awesome.
Congratulations,
and now,
OKC. You're going to have 3 more first-round exits.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it could be like, this could be the same situation with Kawhi. Because now we've seen both sides of the spectrum. We've seen OKC trade for Paul George on what could be a rental if they convince him to stay. But then Carmelo. When the Knicks traded for Carmelo, they gave up all their assets.
That's true.
And it's just like, well, he could have stayed, or he could have just came in free agency. But then if you take that chance, he could just stay with his team. He could have stayed with the Nuggets if they convinced him. He probably wouldn't have, but...
Yeah.
And it's just, we've seen both sides of the spectrum now, and I think we may see it with Kawhi. If the Lakers don't want to give up all this stuff because they got LeBron already, then they may just try to wait it out. And I don't know if that's a safe bet.
The thing with Kawhi is that it's all in...
I don't think you want Kawhi hitting the market. I think you want to bring him in.
You definitely don't.
Yeah.
Because you get somebody that is really good at convincing people. Like, if I'm the 76ers, you know how easy it is to be like, hey, Kawhi, you join our team. The East is a gold mine, like me and you have said. Like, they're a gold mine. You make the finals. But not only can you make the finals, but you got you, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. And then maybe Fultz if he gets going. You can possibly win an NBA title.
100%. That's a top 3 best roster in the league.
With 3-4-0 sweeps before that, because the East is weak.
That's one of the best defensive players, probably the best defensive player in the NBA in Kawhi Leonard. And then Joel Embiid, one of the best rim protectors. And then,
he was among the defensive players of the year.
Yeah, he almost won it. And then Ben Simmons, who's all NBA caliber defense.
And he always tries hard on defense.
And they're all 12 feet long.
Yeah, lengthy.
How are you going to get around them? How are you going to get to the rim? I don't know. I don't think you want him hitting the market.
No, and now you got J.J. Redick on there too.
Yeah, well, he was there last year too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a good piece for them. But I don't know. I think the Lakers got to trade for him. I think they do, man. I think you got to do it.
You got to try to.
Is he going to leave LeBron?
But the thing is that the Spurs don't want anything that the Lakers are offering.
No, they like Brandon Ingram.
I don't know why.
They like Ingram a lot.
I just don't see it in Brandon Ingram. I don't think he's that high. He's not a Kawhi. I wouldn't trade him for Kawhi.
He's 21. The thing is, they're not just being like, oh, we're tired of Kawhi. He wants to leave.
Yeah.
So they got to get the best. They got to
as much as they can, which I think if you trade him to Philly for Saric and Fultz, if you can get Fultz.
And picks. You can get Fultz. Get the fuck. You can get
Fultz. They said that's one of the reports is they said that Fultz, Simmons, and Embiid are the only ones that are restricted from getting traded. I don't know why.
If the Spurs said give me Fultz and a first round pick, they would not blink.
Oh man, well,
and they would trade him for Kawhi Leonard. I'm just saying, let's not pretend that they wouldn't trade Fultz.
You get those 3 players, and then you offer 3 first round picks. That's a better trade than anything that LA can offer, except if they offer LeBron James.
I don't know. They really like Brandon Ingram. And a lot of people around the league really like Brandon Ingram. They think he can be... So
what's the dream trade scenario then? Ingram?
You can get Ingram...
Randall?
And one of... He's still a free agent.
Free agent.
You can get one of Lonzo or Kuzma in there and then get a pick.
That's true. Who do you think has more value?
I don't know. I'm split. I think Lonzo.
I'm
a Lonzo fan, man. I think he's really good.
I don't understand
He's a really solid basketball player.
That's why I thought it was funny when LeBron signed with LA and all these Laker guys are tweeting at him and then dude, you might get traded.
Yeah. Kuzma, Kuzma's welcome to the show, and Josh Hart, he could be thrown in any trade.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, he could be thrown in anything.
Easy.
And it's not like if they get a shooting guard, he won't play. So I don't know. Get Kawhi, LA. You got to get Kawhi. What? I got a question for you though.
Okay.
Would you rather see LeBron play with Kawhi or LeBron play with these baby Lakers? Play with the Ingrams, the Kuzmas, the Lonzos. The Julius Randles, if they can get him back.
I think if he plays without Kawhi, with the baby Lakers, I think no matter what, next year they're going to make a move. They're not going to waste away LeBron. Yeah. So either way, you're going to get pieces eventually.
So that's the thing.
So I feel like this is just, if they get Kawhi right now, you're just speeding up the process. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I think it'd be kind of cool to see him with all the young guys.
That's what I kind of want. I'm kind of intrigued by it.
Well, I think if they make no trades, nothing, they don't do anything, and they just leave this team.
I kind of want to see. It's not a great team by any metric.
No,
but I kind of want to see how far he can take them because it's better than the Cavs.
It is. That's also true. But the West is a lot
better. And I think...
I just want to see him and Russ in a first-round battle.
If they keep that team intact, I think their ceiling's the 3rd seed, that sucks. Because they're not going to be better than the Rockets or the Warriors.
Oh, hell no.
And
I think that was a big thing, too. If you're CP3, why the hell did you not think about going to L.A.?
Oh, they love it, dude. He thinks if he would not have gotten hurt, they would have won the title.
I know, but think about the situations here. You could potentially be playing with LeBron and Kawhi. I'd much rather take that than playing with James Harden.
Well, like I just said, they were up 3-2 in the conference finals, and they would have beat the Cavs.
Games.
They would have whooped the Cavs.
Oh, easily.
Run it back, dude. Go back. He did not even think about it.
But
he signed at midnight.
If he leaves Houston right now, they're not going to be relevant.
Well, they were good without him. They're not a title contender.
They're not a title contender.
But,
he goes to L.A., they're immediately a title
4 seed.
Okay, what's better? CP3, LeBron James, and Kawhi, potentially, or maybe Cousins if they pick him up, or whatever, another piece.
I want to talk about him, too.
Or CP3 and James Harden and company.
Well, I'm not. That's neither here nor there. It's just he feels like the Rockets had a really good thing going. They were probably the best team in the league last year.
Oh yeah,
until it came to playoff time, and they might still have been.
Record-wise, they definitely were.
Well, yeah, and it's hard to not. You were one game away. Like you were one game away. You literally got hurt.
And that shows like how big of a competitor Chris Paul is. Like
He got hurt.
Some guys would literally bail on their team.
And Chris Paul always gets hurt. He's not durable. He needs to play less minutes.
He's too small.
He needs to play less minutes. He's a
guard.
point guard, so he should probably play like 32 minutes a game.
Yeah, and
then kick him up in the
That's why I
playoffs.
thought like him and Harden was going to work out so well.
You good over there, Giggles?
Giggling over here.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Oh wow!
What the?
Japan and Belgium's 2-2.
Oh my God. What are we talking about?
CP3 and the Rockets.
Chris Paul. They want to run it back. I think they probably would have won the title if he was healthy last year.
Over the Cavs?
In some alternate universe, yeah.
Alternate universe?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they would have beat the Warriors Game 7.
They could have beat him Game 6.
They could have.
Yeah.
Also true.
And even if they didn't, it was coming back home Game 7.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
I guess
baby.
we'll never know.
We'll never know. But the Lakers, they're not getting Paul George.
No.
It's said that Cousins wants to go back to New Orleans.
That's a big report too.
I haven't done any research on like his rumblings or his like camp, what they're saying or anything, but I don't see how the Lakers aren't a huge contender now.
Did you hear whenever he's coming back though? He's not going to be back till after the All-Star break.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah, for his.
But
what was it, Achilles or something?
Yeah. But I feel like the Lakers are now, like they got LeBron.
But I don't know. If I'm LeBron, I'm kind of scared of that Cousins pickup.
Well, LeBron's not a good talent evaluator. We've seen that over the years. He's horrible at it.
Well, I mean, they picked up Isaiah because they were like, oh, it's Isaiah Thomas. When he comes back from the All-Star break, he's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. They traded
him for... That would scare me, personally.
Traded him for Kyrie.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Did you forget about that one?
I forgot about that. Shout out to Danny Ainge.
You look at what LeBron's done over the years. J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, Iman Shumpert.
Everybody's like, LeBron James needs players for the Cavs. The Cavs are the reason LeBron James... No, LeBron put that damn team together.
He did that, and that was not
He's
good.
the reason Tristan Thompson, his best friend, and a person that has the same agent as him, got a near max contract deal.
To do nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I don't want to say do nothing,
but
he was unplayable at
unplayable.
times. And I don't know. And JR getting paid way too much to forget to score the freaking game.
Oh my God.
In the NBA Finals.
LeBron did that to his own team.
Yeah, he did. And that's part of the I won't commit long-term factor. That's part of the you don't put something together, I'm going to leave factor. So, I mean, they were forced to do things. And that's another thing. The Cavs are, without LeBron James, they have been, under like Dan Gilbert, they've been relevant for 0 seconds.
That's true.
Of his NBA career.
Even when they had Kyrie, they were a horrible team.
Exactly. Under Dan Gilbert, Dan Gilbert has proved to be, he has not proved to be a competent NBA owner.
That's true.
And I don't know if he's got it in him. I hope he does. We're gonna find out because he ain't. There's no hope that LeBron's coming back this time.
If I'm them, I'm tanking. They already said that Kevin Love's available for a trade.
They have to tank. They're gonna tank. Even if they don't trade Kevin Love, they're horrible. So they're gonna trade Kevin Love. They're gonna win 10 games.
First round pick out of him.
Colin Sexton's gonna score 18 points a game on 30% shooting. And
oh my God, can't wait for that.
I actually like him. I actually think this could be kind of good for Colin Sexton, just to learn his mistakes now and get it all out while you're on a horrible team. But I don't know. Boogie Cousins could go to LA. I think they got to be a front runner. Not a front runner, but a huge candidate.
But I mean, we saw this with Paul George. Like Paul George said, he's heavily interested in OKC. We thought that was just a ploy. Boogie said he's heavily interested in signing with New Orleans.
Yeah. And
look, I don't know.
I think he really likes
said, run it back.
He really likes playing with Anthony Davis too. So. And I think that's also a big underlying theme here, is Anthony Davis comes off of contract in a short while.
That's true.
And that is the ultimate prize. I don't think there's not many more valuable players in the league to pick up in free agency than Anthony Davis. There might be two.
I think he's going to resign. He's a Pelican. He loves
maybe.
New Orleans. He loves.
What if they suck?
If he said he's down, he wants to be the player that stays.
What
with
if they
the team
miss the
this whole
playoffs?
time.
Because the Lakers are making it.
That's true.
So who falls out?
OKC.
I don't see it.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, you could talk about
Denver?
the Blazers falling out. They didn't make it.
Oh, yeah,
You could talk about the Blazers. You could talk about the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, I could see.
You could talk about the Pelicans.
I don't know.
If they miss the playoffs, I don't
Because,
think it's guaranteed he's coming back.
You got a good point. I mean, Anthony Davis, like, first half of the season, if they re-sign Cousins, he's going to be without Cousins.
Yeah.
They could easily slip, behind in the standings and not be able to catch up when Cousins gets back.
Yeah.
Cousins, he could get forced to come back early. A lot of problems could start there.
Yeah. So I don't know.
There's a lot of... I love free agency, man.
Yeah.
It's so great. I love it.
I was thinking about it and, like, LeBron's a Laker.
It just doesn't make sense.
He's a Laker.
It doesn't sit well. I don't know.
It's just so weird.
I'm surprised that he's a Laker and nobody's came with him yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really think...
Because
I'm
LeBron
shocked that he
James.
didn't care.
When he went back to Cleveland, everybody's like, oh, he's going back to a crap team. And then they had Kyrie, and then they traded for Kevin Love, and then they did what they always do.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing, man. He's doing this on his own. He signed that first day, man, after Paul George.
He had it agreed.
He didn't even care.
He agreed to the deal Saturday.
He didn't even care.
It was done.
That's insane.
That is insane.
All right.
And
I think it's about time for me to read from
hit it.
Our Cleveland insider, Dennis Pagel.
Which we'd like to say we're sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We're sorry.
I think he's okay with it, though. It sounds like...
Yeah.
He made a tweet
It's
saying
already
that,
happened once, so I think it sits better.
and they won a title. You guys won a title.
They did win a title.
Which is big.
Still, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. R.I.P. Dennis Pagel. He didn't die, but his hopes and dreams did.
The Cavs died.
The Cavs died. All right, so Pagel started out... Pagel's been our insider for Cleveland sports for a while now. He sends me random messages all the time. I absolutely love him, though. I look forward to him. And he started out this one by saying, lots of rumors swirling around LeBron, what his motivations are, what his mindset is, etc. But here's the absolute truth, if you care to know. I'll break this up in points to make it easier to follow.
Oh, my gosh.
By the way, he has 17 points. So hold on to your seats. This is going to be a roller coaster.
Let's get it, dude.
Number one. LeBron wants people to like him.
Hold on. Are we going to hit all these?
We're hitting all of them.
We don't have that much time.
There's a lot of them short. There's a lot of them short. 2, he mentioned this when he was playing in his first season, that people wanted to like him, and how every city besides Miami treated him like villains, and he didn't like that. It bothered him. Number 3, as he mentioned in number 1. Oh, what? He also mentioned how number 1 was a motivating factor in coming back to Cleveland. Like, he wants people to like him. He wanted to repair the burned bridges for his fans and stuff. Number 4 is basically the same thing. He won the title, said, Cleveland, this is for you.
I think we're also past the point of the people that hate LeBron.
I still hate him.
Except for you.
I really don't like LeBron.
I don't get it. But I think...
I respect him. I understand he's the
he's
greatest
absolutely not the villain anymore. The Warriors are the villain.
No,
KD's the villain.
KD's the villain, yeah. So. Number 5, if he leaves again, his hometown will be disappointed, but it won't be as bad as it was in 2009. He knows that. Which, Pagel sent me this before LeBron left.
Yeah.
But he predicted that the Lakers are going to pick him up. And number 6, he's 33. He's built to play till he's 40, but he knows that he's in the back 9 of his career. Number 100%. 7, he's thinking about life after playing basketball. And he has a plan, a very calculated plan. He always has the bigger picture. I love how he phrases stuff.
That's true. That's very true.
Number 8, he wants to own an NBA team.
That's also true.
He's hinted around it. He enjoys bringing players together. He enjoys building a team, even though it was trash like this one.
But
he'll learn.
Will he? Because MJ's horrible at it too.
That's true.
So,
number 9, more specifically, he wants to own the Cavs. It's the hometown team. In his letter about coming home, he said how he wants to be an inspiration for all the little kids in Ohio.
I think that's happening too. He's gonna be rich enough. He'll be a majority owner.
Owning the Cavs as a black male from Akron fits the inspirational bill, does it not? Like a hometown man.
Yeah.
Number 10, icing on the cake would be to wrangle the team away from Gilbert. Because Gilbert's done all this horrible stuff. LeBron's still salty from the letter. Gilbert said during the free agent period, I'd be kind of okay with, LeBron leaving so I can have my team back. Like LeBron was kind of a hassle. And then, of course, which was the dumbest damn thing he could have said. LeBron was probably already guaranteed to go to the Lakers by then, but he said it. And then, of course, he said thank you to LeBron, which was nice. But number 11, he knows he can't buy the team right now with the money. Even
he's in the league.
With endorsements, he still doesn't have enough. He needs more revenue, and he knows that. Number 12, he sees Hollywood and the movies as an opportunity.
100%. He'll make way more money there.
You know, he's been starring and stuff. What are you doing? Did you?
My mic moved.
Oh, you scared me. Number 13, he has movies. You know, he's starring in movies and cameo. You know, he's getting to know people. Number 14, so if he goes to the Lakers, sure, he still wants to win an NBA championship, but it's more than that. Like, he just wants to win that city over. Number 15, life is all about who you know. Success is linked to the fact.
It's all about who you know.
Playing for the Lakers, LeBron is now becomes way more friendly with hundreds of producers, directors, 100%. Actors, actresses, etc. Because LeBron is now the good guy for them in LA. They will favor him. They will seek him out for movie roles and calibration. He would have to ask them for like help with buying like the Cavs. But as a Laker, they'll now flock to him because it's a big difference. He's a Laker now. Number 16, he becomes a Hollywood star. He is already an NBA star. Now he has the means for in-game, NBA ownership, Cavs ownership, in-game complete. And then number 17, he said, reread 1, 7, and 9. The pieces fit here perfectly. So I thought he was insane, obviously, because Pagel sent me this long-ass message while I'm at work and I couldn't read it. And I've read it over a couple times because I didn't understand it. But it makes sense. He thinks that LeBron James is going to LA, and he signed a fat contract too, which made no sense to anybody. But he signed that fat contract because he wants to get, acquitted with everybody in LA. He wants to get all that money, all that revenue, and people that can help him, pitch in for an ownership type. And he wants to buy the Cavs from Dan Gilbert because Dan Gilbert is a piece of shit. Yeah, thank you.
That's
Dennis
true, man.
Pagel.
I love it, Pagel.
Isn't that good?
Shouts to
Pagel
Pagel,
didn't even know about it.
He
I
thought,
told him before the show.
I had no idea. I had not heard that before. That was great. I definitely knew he wanted to own a team, but Pagel. He definitely went in depth on that. Yeah.
Pagel went, Ace Ventura into that thing.
Shouts to Pagel, man. All right, let's rip some final thoughts. What you got?
All right. My final thought is the other day, it was storming real bad. All right. I was driving down the street. I couldn't see a lick. I couldn't see anything. But then I remembered.
To turn your windshield wipers on.
I didn't have to. You know why? Rain-X wiper shields. I put on a bunch of Rain-X all over my windshield.
Are we getting paid for this?
No, but we're about to. I cleaned my windshield. It took nothing but 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I cleaned off my windshield. I put the Rain-X on there.
Use promo code PSO at checkout.
It's amazing.
For 10% off your order.
It's amazing. So much rain hit my windshield, I was just balled up. You guys need to put a disclaimer, though, because when it was all coming off my windshield when I didn't have my wiper plates on, I almost crashed in like a family of 4 because I was watching all the beads bubble up and fall off my windshield. Shout out to Rain-X, man. Making good shit. It doesn't make any sense.
Put a disclaimer on there. Not for dipshits.
Not for children.
Oh my God, I can't even follow that up. All right, my final thought just occurred to me. Aaron Baines signed a 2-year, $11 million deal?
Somewhere around
with
there.
With a no-trade clause?
In the first year.
Is this a joke?
This is like crap I pull in 2K.
Aaron Baines has a no-trade clause.
In the first year, baby. He can opt out of a trade.
Who gets a no-trade clause?
Aaron Baines.
I'll give you a hint. Nobody. Nobody gets a no-trade clause. You know who gets a no-trade clause? Carmelo Anthony. We've since regretted that.
That doesn't work.
So, I don't know about this, Danny. I don't know about this.
You got him to sign?
Did we need Aaron Baines? Robert Williams he's missing his conference call. He missed his flight to practice. Did you hear that?
I did.
So we're off to a rocky start, Bob. We're going to have to get it together, Bob.
Good job, Robert.
Get it together, Bob Williams.
Spread
the word, Bob Williams. I don't know.
Spread it.
Spread it.
Spread it.